We're about 12 hours away from the official start of Seafair weekend, but some Seafair royalty is already celebrating as part of the Brunch and the Blues. It's a Seafair Foundation's largest fundraising event of the year. Speaking of Seafair, looks like we're going to have plenty of sunshine for all the events. Mike?
You know, a lot of times I find myself apologizing for a weekend in advance. This one, no apologies necessary. It's going to be really, really good. I'll show you that in a moment, but let me show you this. Speaking of really, really good, this is a live look over downtown Seattle right now. Absolutely gorgeous out there. Kind of a weird, cool day out there, right? Well, it's still kind of a weird, cool evening. Currently 65 degrees out there. The wind has been a bit of a constant throughout the day, coming in from the northeast, and now just a little tweak to the north-northeast, coming in sustained about 13 to 15 miles an hour with some gusts up to about 20. It was great for the sailboats out on Lake Union today, though. If you are out in Seattle over the next 12 hours, temperatures will be touching down in the mid-50s overnight tonight. We'll see some cloud cover in the early morning hours, and then it's going to be a beautiful day. Speaking of beautiful, this is also a live look from Bellingham right now. Just spectacular. You can see the effect of that breeze just putting a little bit of a ripple on the water there. Lots of folks got out and took advantage of that this afternoon and this evening as well. Frontal boundary passed through last night. Bellingham got all the rain out of the way last night and this morning. It was actually a really nice day there today, and will be an even better one tomorrow. We'll get ourselves into the mid-60s by 10 a.m. and by lunchtime into the low 70s. I'm on a roll. Here's another live look from Everett and PAINE Field, and you can just see the dying embers of the sunset off towards the west there, kind of lighting up the tarmac in a beautiful way, and not a whole lot of cloud cover. It took a while for that convergence to kind of clear up today, so even though Seattle and areas all around it were starting to clear, there was still that cloud cover sitting over top. That is gone now. In fact, high pressure starting to build in. Temperatures touch down in the low 50s overnight tonight, and then you guessed it, some early morning cloud cover, and then the sun comes out and warms us beautifully again tomorrow. Current temperatures right now, many of us still holding on to some low to mid 60s, 60 in Everett, 65 in Seattle, 66 is your number in Renton. We've got some mid-50s and low 60s out towards the coast, and low 60s currently in Bellingham. So take a look at the big picture and the GO 17 satellite. You can see nightfall falling across the west coast here, and again, just some remnant cloud cover, just some moisture that's still kind of hanging out basically across Puget Sound, the central and the southern portion of it there. But you can also see the effects of that high pressure. It's kind of starting to push that cloud cover away. It was an active day over top of British Columbia. In fact, we had some storms right up over BC making their way into Alberta. Zoom in and taking a look. Washington looking clean and clear right now. We did have some showers that were kind of pushing in along the base of some of the foothills, and way up high above 10,000 feet on Rainier. We picked up some snow today, but that was way up high. Take a look at satellite and radar right now over top of British Columbia. This was the area that was very active earlier this afternoon. That's quieted down beautifully, and even those showers that we were tracking in some of the foothill communities and that high elevation snow is now a done deal. As we put future radar into motion here, it looks like it's just going to get clearer, drier, and warmer as we go into the weekend. And speaking of the weekend, Seafair is going to be fantastic. Mid-70s waiting for you on Friday, mid-80s headed your way both Saturday and Sunday. Heat peaks on Monday, and then we're going to do the whole thing all over again next week.